This is actually the second video of a three-part series or three videos about market manipulation. This video was on how to avoid market manipulation. The first video was on the basic principles of market manipulation, and the third video is a video on how to perform market manipulation. So the links will be included in the description below. Please check them out. So now that you've learned kind of what market manipulation is compared to its counterparts, let's look into some, I guess, ways to do market manipulation and ways to avoid. So ways to avoid manipulation. So you might be looking in the auction house one day, and suppose you see a shimmering superior skin going for, I guess, 2 million coins and ending in like what, 5 minutes. And let's say your mod tells you the lowest bin is actually 150 million, and you check if that's really true. You check if that's really true. And it is true. It is 150 million. But what you don't realize is that this is probably getting market manipulated. And you and some other guy keep bidding until that guy reaches 75 million or something like that, and you outbid him by 77 million. And eventually, you have 77 million at that bid, and the auction ends. You might think, yo, I just profited 80 million coins. And that's great and all, but you've fallen victim to market manipulation. And whoever the seller is actually profiting. Because what happens is the seller has probably bought the last, what, like 6 shimmering superior helmet skins for a total of 50 million coins each. And so what they probably did is that they found the last 5 auctions, or like they found 6 shimmering helmet auctions. Not much space here, sorry. They have 6 here, and let's say they bought this for like 56, 57, oops, 58, 59, 60, and 60. Let's say they bought these all for this, I guess, price of ranges. And then the next one after the 60 million coin one was 150 mil. And this happens often in, I guess, limited price markets. There's a lot of change because they're being market manipulated, or there's like a limited supply of them. So basically what happened is these are supposed to be 56 mil because everybody is well, like the supply for them keeps them at 56 to 60 mil. They're not supposed to go any higher or lower, or maybe higher, because they, as like months go by, like they become like harder to find, I guess. I'm not sure. But they should be staying at 50 to 60 mil for a while. So by artificially driving prices up, they also drive the supposed value of those skins up, or supposed value by people who want to auction flip, people who want to be auction flippers, basically. So nobody's gonna really buy them for 150 mil anymore. The prices are gonna keep going down as more and more people put them up on auction house or keep undercutting you until they go back to the 50 to 60 mil range. And that's how you fall in for market manipulation. People drive prices up. You buy for higher than what they were supposed to be worth, that people have bought them for. And basically, it doesn't sell for as much as you bought it for. So you're effectively losing a lot of money. So what's driving principle behind this? Or, I mean, actually, how can you avoid the driving principle? So, people want money, of course. And uh actually that's just a bad topic. Um how can you avoid it? I guess in a sense. So, to avoid it most effectively is just to not buy skins in general. Don't buy skins, especially if they're on auction house. And I'm not talking about skins on bin. I mean, if you want to buy a skin for, I guess, your Ender Dragon, that's fine, especially if it's on bin. But if you're buying from like the auction, like the ending in 2 minutes auction, that's a big no-no. Because what that means is that people have been trying to market manipulate the skin. And how to effectively market manipulate is to buy out, to artificially drive prices of a limited market up, and then afterward sell them on auction house. Because the problem is that people aren't buying the auction, like buying bin. For example, if you have all of these 50 to 60 mil range and you put them up at bin for 149 mil coins or something, it's not going to work because of the economy. There's supply and demand. People aren't going to demand an item that's been market made, like that's been artificially driven up, like that's more expensive than it's supposed to be worth, right? So people put it up on auction so that, first of all, when people see the auction going off, like in 2 minutes, they're gonna think, oh, this is a pretty easy flip, right? But what people don't know is that, yeah, it's a market manipulation. I mean, I've stressed that out multiple times. Um, and I'm assuming that whoever's watching the video, you, already knows why. I guess people are gonna put it up on auction house, so it's easier to sell. And people see the opportunity in front of them to try to make a flip. So first of all, don't buy skins from the auction house. And if you are looking at a skin on auction house and you really do want to buy it, I'm not gonna stop you, but before you buy it, or before you try to, I guess, quote unquote, flip it and maybe lose money, but if you don't think you're losing money, you want to go check the auction house and see what the most recent, I guess, skin price was. So if a superior dragon helmet skin, shimmering skin, um, were to have like what, uh, 7 days left on it, that probably means that it's a market manipulation. Because what happens is 7 days, somebody probably put it up for like 13 days or something, and since it's 7 days now, it's gone like 6 days without anybody buying it, which means that there probably were a lot of skins before that that were like bought out. Um, and yeah, that's how to avoid market manipulation. Next, I'll be telling you how you can try to market manipulate.